This is a 13 weather impact alert.
And we begin at 5 o'clock with a 13 on your side weather impact alert as we prepare for the first snowfall of the season. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Juliette Dragus.
And I'm Lauren Baker. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist George Lesson, who's in the Weather Center right now, tracking what we can expect overnight, George.
Definitely looking at a chance for some snow here later on tonight. We are looking at just some rain moving on in at the present time. Let's take a look at the impacts from our first snow of the season so far. And we're looking at Wednesday night. This will start with some rain here in the next few hours, and then after midnight it will change over and mix with snow. The impacts will be mainly wet snow, and what you'll need to do is have just extra travel time for your commute here tomorrow morning. We saw the light rain come through earlier today. Now we've got some scattered showers coming on in. This is all rain showers, so just damp roads here this evening. No real travel impacts, but the colder air is starting to filter in from the west, and as you can see, that's all snow over in Wisconsin. The storm itself is up over northern Lake Huron, be traveling down the entire length of Lake Michigan before exiting to the south, so we will definitely see some wintry weather. Temperatures are above freezing everywhere with the exception of western Wisconsin up through Minnesota, and that's where the accumulating snow will occur in the next few hours. So rain up until about midnight or so, and then it changes to some wet snow. Tapers off tomorrow morning by noon, and maybe by the end of the day we may actually see some sun, but as you can see, temperatures are going to be at or above freezing the entire event. So a lot of the snow will be melting as it falls overnight tonight. So mainly inconvenience, but it is actually the first day of our usual first inch of snowfall here in Grand Rapids. We'll have a little closer look at the timeline and hour by hour forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Boy, it's gotten much colder today. You can feel the difference in the temperature.
Yeah, you can definitely feel that winter weather coming our way. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist George Lesson. George, what can you tell us?
Yeah, it is impactful weather, more inconvenient than impactful, but you know, it's mentally impactful as well because this is our first taste of winter coming our way overnight and during the morning tomorrow. So let's take a look at the 13 weather ball before we get into the impacts. Weather ball blue, cooler weather in view. In fact, we'll stay in the 30s tomorrow, and it's blinking bright. We have rain and some rain and snow mixed in sight. Good for deer hunters, gets those deer active, staying above freezing overnight, only around 40 though tomorrow. Most of the rain and snow that we do get will be melting as it falls. In fact, it'll be done by early afternoon. Lots of cloud cover, but we've had some breaks for an hour or so this afternoon. We got partly cloudy skies out here on the weather deck, but it is cooling off. Earlier today, we were in the upper 40s. It is in the 30s across the lake now over here in Wisconsin. The colder air is starting to wrap around. So after being up around 47 this afternoon, we're going to be dropping. Here comes the showers associated with that cold air. All of the light rain from earlier today has moved off to the east, and you can see we have some of that colder air coming on in with all snow from Wisconsin up through Minnesota, and the lake is going to enhance some of that. And this is the storm track up over Lake Huron, coming down Lake Michigan all the way into Ohio and then Pennsylvania over the next 48 hours. A very unusual storm track. Haven't seen that here recently. We have no alerts in our area. We have a winter weather advisory on the other side of the lake, so even the Weather Service is not concerned about this being a higher impact alert. But you notice that we have 30s and 20s back to the west, so we're going to be stuck in the 20s during the day, 30s during the day tomorrow above freezing. Here comes the precipitation. You can see the pink, that is rain and snow mixed. Snow further south, even just rain along the lakeshore. Here's the storm system heading down over Lake Michigan, and by the end of the day tomorrow, between about 4 and 7 p.m., we actually may see some sunshine, so not a lot of accumulation. And then we'll see some light rain showers, especially closer to Lake Michigan on Friday, but right now we have a dry weekend. Lots of clouds though. All of this here will be in the form of some rain this evening, but then we do have that snow. And heavier snow accumulations could be over the southwestern portion of Lake Michigan, over in southwestern portions of Michigan, off of Lake Michigan, where there could be 3+ inches of snow falling. Not all of this will be accumulating, so any accumulation will end up melting by Friday. Long range outlook says we're going to shift our pattern to a little bit cooler one at the end of the month into early December. We have an equal chance for warmer or cooler temperatures from the 26th through the 30th, which means we'll probably be in the low 40s, and an equal chance for more or less precipitation. Looks like the storm track is going to set up just to our showers south through the end of the month. So for tonight, we'll see a rain this evening and then mixing with snow showers after midnight. We'll stay in the low and mid 30s, just around or above freezing. So almost, if not all, will be melting. This is the area where we may see a little more trouble, especially in the morning. Low 30s here, and a mixture of rain changing to rain and snow showers later on tonight. Overnight lows in the low 30s. 13 on your side forecast. Weather impact alert for Thursday, especially early in the day. 34 in the morning, 38 in the afternoon, and maybe a peek at the sun. We've dropped our chances or aerial coverage for rain closer to the lakeshore on Friday. Dry weekend, mid and upper 40s. A small chance of a shower, especially south on Monday, and then even colder weather as we saw leading up to the days before Thanksgiving. It is a wind weather impact alert for you here in West Michigan, mainly because we have some inconvenient weather headed our way later on tonight. That means we do have the first taste of winter snow. 13 weather ball is blinking bright because of the rain and then some snow in sight. It's also blue, cooler weather in view. Yes, some rain this evening for Appa, I think. Oh, the yellow paw this evening, and then some snow when you get out the door in the morning for Skylar. Going to give you a yellow paw for all of those time periods, but as the rain and snow falls, temperatures should stay above freezing. We had light rain earlier today, a brief bit of some clearing, and now we've got some scattered showers coming in from the southwest with the cooler air coming in from the west. And over here in Wisconsin, Minnesota, it is all snow down into northern Illinois. So that will be rotating through West Michigan over the next 12 to 24 hours. And it will be enhanced and warmed in some cases by Lake Michigan. A storm system is coming around here down through Lake Michigan into northern Indiana a little bit later on tonight. And so we've got already the rain showers developing here. And then we'll see that rain and mixing with some snow. That is the pink color here and some snow further south. The lake is going to have an influence on how much snow accumulates. It'll be mostly rain at the lakeshore. And by the afternoon, we will not see any more. It'll all be over here in Wisconsin in the form of rain, and in fact, we'll see some breaks in the clouds by around 4 o'clock in Grand Rapids. And then some lake effect rain showers on Friday right at the lakeshore, so we've kind of tapered them off in the inland areas. Over the weekend, we will stay cloudy, but we won't see any precipitation. No change to any of the forecast from the last couple of days. Later on next week, we may see a brief bit of some rain on Monday. As far as rainfall, yes, this is mostly rain, about a quarter to a half an inch, maybe a little bit more down here in northwestern Indiana, where there will be some heavier snow. You can see this is a 4+ inches in South Bend, 2/10 of an inch here in Grand Rapids, and that's what's going to fall, not accumulate, and a little less at the lakeshore because of the warming of the lake. And then later on in the weekend, there'll be another system heading into the New England states, but not here. We are going to change our weather pattern for the last part of November into December. Much of the country is going to see cooler than average readings, and that means we'll be cooler than the low 40s. A little higher chance for more precipitation, so it's going to be cooler. We'll probably lean toward more snow during that 7-day period. Tonight, rain showers developing and changing to some snow showers, but mostly rain, low and mid 30s. Northern areas, some light rain changing to light snow. This is the problem area tomorrow morning, low 30s. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll have some evening light rain changing to some light snow, but overnight lows staying at or above freezing. 13 on your side forecast. So we have that weather impact alert for your Thursday, especially early in the day with maybe a break in the cloud late in the day. Little light rain mainly west of 131 on Friday as we hit 46, and then we'll have a dry weekend, upper 40s. Next week we'll be a little bit cooler with readings maybe a little bit below average. So just careful travel here overnight and tomorrow morning.
Good advice. We haven't seen snow in a while.
No.
Thanks, George. George, we see you have that umbrella out there on the weather deck with you right now.
The second round of precipitation moving in, Juliet. This is the wintry mix that's coming our way.
Get ready.
It's always a shock. It's always an impact to your mental well-being because it is the first snowfall of the season. Whether it's a positive or negative impact, I will leave that up to you. 13 weather ball is blinking bright. We have rain early tonight, followed by rain and snow late tonight. It's also blue. Tomorrow, even cooler weather in view. Highs today were at midnight, but afternoon temperatures were in the 40s, and we forecast an afternoon high of 47. And that's exactly what we hit. That is a bullseye here on your Thursday, 3 days in a row within our target range. Earlier today, rain coming through is forecast, and then we got a couple of breaks in the cloud cover. All that light rain is now well to our north and east. These are the showers with a pool of cold air coming on in, mainly rain showers. There might be a little pellet of graupel or something mixed in with that as it's getting colder aloft, and this matches up very well with our high resolution model. That's the HRRR model, and you can see between now and 7 o'clock, we start to see a couple of spots where there are some rain and snow showers. That is in the pink color. That's the mix. And then we've got some spots where it is blue, and that is the snow. So we got a mixture of rain and snow, mainly rain at the lake shore. And of course, if it's rain, there's no accumulation of the snow. But where it does change over to the snow, there could be some accumulation. And that will continue through about the noon hour tomorrow. You can see even in the afternoon, we may even open some breaks in the clouds. And since temperatures are going to be at or above freezing, most areas will just see melting snow. Now, it might be accumulating down here in the I-94 corridor a little bit later on tomorrow morning. Lake effect rain showers then early in the day on Friday, but we have generally a dry weather pattern starting Friday afternoon all the way through the weekend. Here's where the rain will be falling. This is also the mixture of some snow as well. About a ½ an inch of rain here in Grand Rapids with some melted snow. The heavier amounts of precipitation down in Barry County and in portions of Kalamazoo and Calhoun counties, and some of that may be more in the form of some snow. This is not what will accumulate. This is what will fall. So any light snow along the lakeshore will definitely be melting. Could be a couple 3 inches in the inland areas, with more down here in Kalamazoo and Calhoun counties. It may take a little while longer for the snow to melt there, and there could be some travel issues in those areas during the morning tomorrow. But for tomorrow, we'll have breezy conditions at the lakeshore. Highs in the afternoon will be in the low 40s, above freezing. Most of the precipitation will be done in the morning north of Muskegon. May hang on a little bit longer down to the south. Mainly morning rain and snow showers with highs in the upper 30s, and then later in the afternoon the sun will come out. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, generally a cloudy day, maybe a few breaks now and then. Highs tomorrow in the mid and upper 30s, a little cooler down toward Kalamazoo and Battle Creek because you'll have more snow. 13 on your side forecast. So we've declared tomorrow a weather impact alert day, especially early on in the day. 38 for a high, but staying above freezing in the morning, and even above freezing Friday morning up to 46, which is pretty close to our average high. And then mid to upper 40s over the weekend. Next week, maybe a chance of a shower on Monday, and then turning colder heading towards Thanksgiving.